All right, so we are back in the studio.
Yes, we are.
Two divas and
One mic.
yes, episode 3 was juicy.
Was
It was
it
a lot.
was. I gave a lot of info, didn't
You
I?
gave a lot of info.
But that's what we used to do, right? Because
Yeah.
we said we was gonna be real. We was gonna
Riggedy,
be
riggedy,
we was
raw.
gonna let everybody know we're
Absolutely.
not holding back. So hey.
Yeah. I
And,
mean,
and I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed. It is
yeah.
what it is. My life is what it is. So
Yeah.
we're gonna roll with it.
And for me, I wrote a book. So I put a lot of my stuff in the book. But,
Right.
the other thing is that, I often think about these reality shows that we love to watch,
Mm-hmm.
and they really put their lives all out there,
They
right?
do.
And I think about, like, could I do something like that for the money? Like, could I like show all of the good, bad, and the ugly of my life? Because even though I wrote a book and I put a lot of stuff in there,
Mm-hmm.
there's still a lot of things that didn't go in there that could still be said. And I will be honest and say I have for most of my life been the kind of person that really cared about what people thought about me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Me too.
I'm shocked to hear that. But see, this is how because we look at the where who we are now,
Yeah.
and we're such different people. Just the growth, the strength, the things that we've gone through,
Right.
and I just know that it's just like I never let people see me sweat though. So even people didn't know that I was that person because I always showed up, in control,
Yeah.
boss attitude, effervescent,
Yeah.
gregarious,
Yeah.
confident. Nobody ever really knew that deep down inside I was insecure. I had body
Mm.
image issues. I didn't love the things about me. You know what I
Right.
mean? And a lot
Yeah.
of that comes from rejection from families. Like I didn't have the best relationship with my mom.
Yeah.
I was the ugly duckling of the family. I blossomed to be beautiful
Beautiful
young lady,
woman.
and I'm confident now. But I think that what changed for me was me helping other women to feel confident in themselves.
Yeah.
Being a sex just a sex advocate. Being someone that is empowering women about their sexual health and all those things. Hearing
Hmm.
their stories empowered me, helped heal me as I'm helping to heal them
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
and so I really believe there's an exchange that takes place when we actually are pouring into helping others. It helps to set us free at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I was at a point where I feel like I really cared about, especially growing up, I really wanted, I cared about what people thought about me, but it was because I wanted people to like me. I don't think it
Yes.
was just so much as the insecurity. I just
Yeah.
wanted people to like me,
Well,
right?
that too.
And I felt like I would go out and do things
Yeah.
and overdo things, right?
Mhm.
So that people would want to be my friend
Yes.
instead of just being being me.
Right.
And I think that's, I've gotten better, right?
Mhm.
I think it's the age, right?
Mhm.
Because I am in a area of my life that I give no fucks
Yeah.
about what
Yes.
you think of me.
Unfuckwithable is my word.
Unfuckwittable and giving no fuckables. Okay. Because I really don't care about what people think about me, how people see me. Because when we started doing the content and stuff like that, I was worried about, like, I remember telling the guy that I was talking to, like, hey, this is just entertainment, it's just entertainment or whatever. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, yes, it's just entertainment, but it's me.
Yeah.
It's me. I am crazy and fun.
You are, girl.
I am not a harlot and just being, or I'm not that chick,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
a have fun, get together, and if you mess with my people, I'm gonna cut you type of
Yeah.
chick,
Yeah.
right? But I am also a lover of Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm all of those things. And it just, I thought about it afterwards and I thought, you know what? I don't care what people think. If people see it and they're like, oh, she's not the type of person I want to be with, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, but it took me a minute to get there. I think going through that divorce, I really have gotten to a point of
Just you really don't give no fucks.
no
Now,
fuck.
I do still have some room for growth in that area because now that as you're talking, I'm thinking about this, right? So, like, I still do have body image issues. Like, I really wish that I had this hourglass figure and no
I don't.
stomach and, toned thighs and all of that.
I
So, when I
don't.
see these ladies out here, the young and old, that'll wear the short skirts, had his stomach out, and I'm talking about rolls out, okay? And I'm just
Hmm.
like, now I'm over here trying to dress appropriately to where it's not saying that you can't wear what you want to wear, but wear things that flatter your body type.
Mhm.
These
Mhm.
these bitches don't give a.
They don't care. And you know what? And I was like that too. I
Oh
care
my
because I
God.
was thick. I've always been thick my entire life, pretty much. Even as a dancer, even when I was dancing, I was always thick. And this right here is ain't gonna go away.
Well, I
I
could
just
like it if I had some
that's
hips. That
nothing
would.
that these hips be hipping, baby. And so there's not, I worried about. I mean, I was up to a size like 18, I think, at one time. You know what I
I think I
mean?
was too.
You
Ninth
know,
grade. I
and
remember.
I
Jesus.
have, thank God, lost, and I'm more healthy and things like that. But I wear what I want to wear, and I don't care if I don't care that you be like, she shouldn't be wearing that, because I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm wearing it because I think I'm cute in it, and that's all that
Getting
matters.
there
So you know what I'm
slowly.
saying? Like I really am to that point now. Like you probably see me showing a little bit more. Um, Normally, like I would have my daughter used to say, "Mama, if you don't pull your shirt up," because I would pull my shirts all the way down here.
Oh
Now, honey, I
yeah.
be having my shirts rolled all the way up, girl. Have them
But
tied on
in
the
all
side.
fairness, though, you have shape though. Like you do. Like hips.
But
I would love it if I
I got
had
stomach.
hips.
I got that, what they call it, the fupa,
I have,
whatever. I
yeah.
got that.
I
I
have
got that.
nothing. It when at my
And
smallest Latrice, I am straight up and down, no butt, no hips, no gut. Like I got the old. I'm gonna say the old white girl shape because the new white girls got some shape.
yeah, the new white
They
girls,
got some.
they got, they
Their
do.
little
But
self.
I mean, but I've always had this. I've always had a stomach. I've always been top heavy, and then these hips or whatever. But girl, had the bathing suit. Girl, I had a two-piece on. I didn't even care. And I
Uh
got
huh.
and this is the thing. I'm all from here up.
Uh huh.
I'm big.
Yeah.
Girl, look at look, I'm gonna show them on camera. Girl, my ankles look like birds.
Uh huh.
I don't have big
Yeah.
legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to be so insecure about that
Yeah.
because most girls now they got big thighs, big legs,
Yeah.
big hips. I got the big hips, I got the ass, I got
Yeah.
all the others, the stomach, I got the big all of that.
Yeah.
But my leg, when you go from here past my knee, girl, it's just big.
Well, I'm so glad that, that wigs are in, like it's a normal thing and regular because I also was a girl. So like in my industry days, I would wear my lace wigs. Like it's amazing to me how many people don't realize that that's not Beyonce's real hair. Okay. So I've been wearing these lace wigs for all of these years. I never wanted to wear a wig that I could put on and take off because to me, it was like, I'm going to go home and take my hair off in front of my man. Like, I'm not doing that. To me, that was just so unattractive. And got like six mannequin heads up in my closet, and I change my wigs like I change hats.
Girl, look, I don't care about all of that. I don't. I got this is the thing.
Single now, you definitely don't care.
I really don't care, girl, because I need to have the surgery because I have these clogged ducts in my eyes. So I
Mhm.
have these bags, and there's nothing that even all of them, they tell you try this, and it doesn't help. And I went to the doctor. The doctor said you have to have the surgery to get them unclogged, right? And I would always keep my glasses on because I didn't want. But girl, child, please, I be taking my glasses off. I'm like, I got bags up under my eyes. It is what it is until I have a surgery.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be what it is. If you don't like it, don't look at me.
I know. Wow. Listen, I have to say this while we're recording, and as I'm checking my phone, my son is actually playing a basketball game
That
right
is
now.
true. And
They're
now they
winning
winning.
37-0.
See, that's what I'm talking about. NBA.
My future NBA
I'm
stars.
just saying, I just want some tickets.
Yes, we
I
got
don't care what
courtside seats, box
I
seats,
don't
whatever.
care who
We in there.
team. I just want some tickets. Okay?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I
Yes.
love it. I
Well,
love
you
it.
know what? We have talked about we actually were supposed to be talking about entertainment and
Yeah.
start talking about everything
I
else.
know.
But I know you were telling me a story about Megan Good
Yes.
and her new
Yes.
man,
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan
Yes.
Majors.
So they are making headlines. They've been constantly making headlines. So let me
Okay.
just say her ex-husband, Devon,
Franklin.
yes. The woman he married looked just like Megan Good.
Oh,
She looked just like Megan Good.
feeling a certain way about Devon. I used to really, really like Devon,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know their full story.
Devon, you
But you
still owe
know,
my husband a book because he brought your book and he never received it.
I ain't not sending people their
Didn't
product.
send his book.
Hey,
Don't.
look, dude, you need because you don't want to
Mona
mess.
Scott did the same thing to me too, but I got my money back because I chased her ass down. But yeah,
But
no,
I'm
it's another
telling you,
story.
Devon, you don't want to mess with the husband because him is not a
Right,
one that you
right.
want to mess with.
Yeah.
But he's in this new movie. This new show. Have you
Oh, he's
seen it called?
playing a download guy. Divorced
Yes,
Sisters. I gotta watch it.
yes.
I haven't
You
watched it
gotta
yet.
watch it. You gotta
I'm
watch
gonna
it.
watch
Let
it
me tell you,
this week.
it's another Tyler Perry thing, and it is really, 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 really
I'm
good. I have
shocked
to.
he's playing a down low
He's
character.
playing it down. Girl, that was the last episode that I saw was when Tanya.
Don't
Well,
tell me. Don't
oh,
tell me because I'm gonna
okay.
watch it.
You
Don't
ain't
tell
seen
me.
it,
Don't tell me.
girl.
Don't tell me.
Yeah,
But I saw the headlines about it that people are feeling some type of way that that's what he's doing.
yeah. Because
Because
it's
wait
like,
a minute, how you judge Megan?
how you a real pastor and you playing a down low pastor? That was a lot of the comments that people were saying about how you being a real pastor and doing all of this, and then now you're gonna play a pastor, and now you're playing a down low pastor.
But see,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with him playing that character and him being a real pastor if he wasn't so judgmental of Megan Good.
Well, you shouldn't have married Megan judgmental of what she did
Really?
because you was, and
Yes.
she did everything. It seemed that she did most of the things that you asked her to do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Going into this marriage,
Yep.
and and because of her lifestyle, you are film like he's a producer. He's in the film
Yes, he
industry,
is.
you know. But
Yeah.
this chick that you married, she ain't don't seem too much different than. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Because I want to make sure that I'm talking about the right person. He married Paige. Her name is her name
I don't know her
Paige?
name, but I can
Look
find
it
out.
up.
But she looked
Is
just like Megan Good to
is it
me.
Paige, the girl that's from Love It Delisted that's on HGTV? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
I'm gonna find
Look it
out.
up, girl. Look
Hold
it
on,
up.
Google. But yeah, I'll be mad because see, there are some pastors that are on the down low. So if he was actually playing that character out of awareness or just the fact that it's a real thing that happens, with that.
Are you trying to portray? Because Tyler will bring some shit out,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah,
Tyler will bring some stuff out about gayness and
yeah.
stuff. Whether
Mm-hmm.
he has real, firsthand of whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but he will bring some stuff out, and a lot of times it's realistic stuff that's really happened.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people don't like Tyler Perry and his stuff, but these last couple of movies, he's
But you know what I love about Tyler Perry is that he don't give a
been.
fuck.
Oh, I thought you
It's like
said.
okay, and look, and I know that I'm going to get off topic with this, right? Because we are talking about Megan Good, but just because you mentioned that, and as I'm trying to look up Devon Franklin's wife, it just keeps bringing up Megan Good. I ain't even seeing nothing about the new one. Lord Jesus.
Well,
Okay.
maybe he ain't
Who she?
married to her.
No.
Maybe they not married. Maybe this
Oh,
they.
they're engaged. Maybe.
Maybe
Okay.
they. Okay, let's say the.
Sunset engagement. Okay, hold on. Let me see here.
All
Wow, they
right.
won
Look,
43-0. Jesus. Okay.
look.
Maria Castillo is somebody that he's engaged to. Surprise sunset engagement to Maria Castillo. So yeah, they do. But right there. He looked just like Megan. Okay, so real quick, let me just quickly say what I gotta say about Tyler, and then we'll get back to Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. But I hate that our people spend so much time trying to tear down Tyler Perry. We need to protect Tyler Perry at all costs because what this man has done for the Black community in film, okay, in television, is unprecedented, right? And I remember a long time ago, people have made all types of, comments and jokes about him, his buffoonery and playing Medea and all of that. Tyler Perry did exactly what he needed to do to get where he is right now.
Nobody say nothing about Dustin Hoffman
You know,
playing Tootsie
exactly,
or
because
whatever.
white people don't do that to each other
But this is the
openly.
thing. You embrace Jamie when he played Wanda.
Hmm.
You done seen how many times have you seen what is it, the one in Martin Lawrence, Big Mama?
Oh yeah, Big
You
Mama's
done heard
house.
Big you. So it's not like it's not something that hadn't been done.
Right.
And this is the thing. I don't know about you, but a lot of black people, because I know I do in my family, for Medea.
Yeah.
That is a gun carrying will whoop yo and get you in your place type of grandmother.
Those.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think.
We have them.
But the
And
thing is that Tyler, if he didn't play the characters that unfortunately that white America and white, filmmakers are comfortable with us playing, he would not have gotten to the place he is and the power that he has. So he
exactly.
came in up under the radar doing stuff that was safe for black people to do. And it's like, oh
Hmm.
yeah, we'll let him do that because it's not empowering the black community. We'll
Yeah.
let him just act the fool and all of that,
They
right?
thought it was okay because it's just the church community. It's just the
Yeah.
church community.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that the church community is the one that's giving you a lot of your
Hello.
support, right?
Hello.
So they
100%.
didn't realize that in
Yeah.
Hollywood, and now they're
Yeah.
sitting there and they're looking. Now, the only problem that I've ever, ever, ever said that I've had with Tyler is when at some point Tyler tried to do it all, everything. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? He was a
Yeah.
writer, producer on all of his
Yeah.
shows. And
Yeah.
so coming from being in the film industry and have written and produced and worked with producers, things like that, there were times where his dialogue lacked,
Hmm.
right? But he's worked on that, and you can't tell that in any of the things. Straw, um, Divorce Sisters has gotten a lot better. The Tima has gotten a lot. Like all of the things that he's doing, you can tell the change because he listened to what people were saying. He hired people, and now the dialogue has gotten better. Because there were some times where I was watching like half and half nots, and it would be like, "Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm okay. No, 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 no. Really, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay." Like they said that about 15 times.
Really?
Yes, and
Yeah.
so it would drag. It would, drag a
Yeah.
lot. So, but now you have real dialogue. But the stories that he's telling are stories that the Black community can relate to because this is happening to us.
But the criticism that I keep hearing is that they're tired of Tyler putting the hurt and the pain out there, and
We
that they
hear
want.
it. We
But
hear
it
it so
is.
much.
We do
Pain.
absolutely.
Just went through divorce.
Mhm.
Just went through hurt and pain. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through anger and all of those things. Being a single mom and going through every emotion that Taraji did portrayed in that movie Straw, any single mom has probably gone through, right? And you just
And it's just different
it's
levels,
just
you know?
different levels
Yeah.
of it. And we've got to the point to sometimes I know there's been people that you get to a point to where you almost at a breaking point, and you want to deal with people, right? You
She's
just
being nice
I'm
how
being
she's
nice. So you
saying
just
it.
really want to deal with people. So a lot of that stuff, I applaud the fact that he puts it out, but it's not just he may put a little bit of this in there, a little bit of that in there, but that was a true story.
Yeah. Oh, was
From my
it?
understanding, I think it was a true
Oh,
story.
Lord.
Somebody told me this weekend that that was a true story. We need to look it up
We'll
and
have to
make
look
sure.
that up. We'll have to
But
look
this
that up.
is the thing. It happens.
Yeah.
It really
So y'all
happens.
leave Tyler alone because he created a table for us because
He
they wouldn't let
created
us
his
all sit
own
at the table.
Hollywood.
Yes,
And
yes.
now other
They're
50
getting
Cent
paid their worth.
50 Cent has now started doing, and all of them are taking the lead from Tyler. There's other people that are, I know 50 just bought a bunch of stuff in Indiana, and he's creating the
50 is
same
another story.
thing.
Love you, 50. But 50 be making a lot of people mad. But I'm just like, again, I think that Tyler was strategic in what he did to get to where he needed to be. Otherwise, they would not have opened those doors for him. They thought they were opening of the doors to allow him to continue to do the goofy stuff. But when he was able to then start doing sitcoms on TV and stuff, Tyler Perry's House of Pain, they touched on some deep issues,
Yes.
spiritual
And
stuff, like
he went to Oprah, and then he went. Then what is it? What's the other whatever it was that he was on the other network? They wanted him, but he left them and went to Oprah.
yeah,
He said I'd rather help Oprah get her stuff up, and
yeah,
then they kind of fell
yeah.
out. And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go over here." And now Netflix is like, dude,
Yeah.
whatever
So
you got.
listen, y'all leave Tyler alone, and whether he gay or straight or bisexual or
What did
whatever,
he do and make?
mind your
What did it got to
business.
do with y'all
Nothing.
if he is? How is
Yeah.
that? How is that affecting you? Who
Yeah.
he sleep with? It
Yeah.
don't matter.
It's not. It's not. Okay. So
He
I'm
said
gonna
he's
get off my
sleeping
Tyler soapbox.
with she. He can get it.
Oh, really?
Tyler.
Tyler
Now
can get
you remember you
it?
had asked me
Ooh,
the last time on the show. You was like, "Can Ti get it?"
Tyler.
Hell no, Ti can get it. And
But
it's not that
Tyler can
he
get
Ti
it?
because Ti married,
Oh,
but Tyler.
okay. Okay.
I'm just
Wow.
saying.
I'm almost speechless. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So back to Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. Okay. So here's my thing. I have always loved Megan Good. Jonathan Majors is somebody new to me, like just from Creed and, really. So I don't really know a lot about him. I don't like what I read about him in regards to his relationship with the Caucasian woman that he was with. And the fact that, I mean, just some of the tapes I heard, the audio tapes that I heard, and it was almost like he was trying to get her to be his Coretta Scott King. Okay. Whatever went on in their relationship, I don't
What do you
know.
mean?
Like being who Megan is to him right now, being the strong woman on his side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I don't think that that woman could have played that role. So I think that their relationship was probably toxic, and they both are guilty of some things. But I don't like what they did to Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? And it happens to a lot of men. Because I mean, come on, we know. Listen, I love Rihanna. I love Chris Brown. But we all know that Rihanna also put hands on Chris, and I need y'all to leave Chris alone too, because he could get it.
Said,
Y'all gonna leave Christopher Brown alone.
oh shit.
Yes, you can
Oh
call me
damn.
Cougar, whatever you want to call me. I'm
Your
saying,
ass is what's the bad one? Leopard. What the fuck?
Chris Brown, he's paid for his mistakes. He's done the work, all of that. Leave him alone. Y'all letting Rihanna live her life and all that. Like, trying to crucify that man. And I'm sorry, and I'm getting off topic again. But anyway, so back to Jonathan and Megan. So then all of a sudden he left this white woman, this Caucasian woman, this situation. And then all of a sudden him and Megan were like this and people didn't understand it. So it looks like it is a publicity stunt. Could it be? Should it be? But again, it's not our business, right? For us to be able to judge.
Exactly.
Whatever they're doing, it's working for them because he now is getting his life back. Megan seems happy. She's in a space. They're creating businesses together. They've
I
gotten
feel like
married.
she can be herself. I felt
Yeah.
like she had to be. I don't feel like when she was with Devon, she could truly be herself because she had to portray this person
Yeah.
because of who he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she had to, but now with Jonathan, she could be who she is and she's
Mm-hmm.
comfortable in her skin with him and they look great together. They look
They
like they're
do. They
having
look
fun together.
so good.
And my thing of it is this whether it's for show or whether it's real, it is what it is. It's them, and allow
Yeah.
them to do whatever they what they're doing. Because
Mm-hmm.
regardless, they're happy. Like from what we can see. Now, unless somebody's sitting in the room with them and tell you differently from what we can,
Yeah, they do. They do.
they both look happy.
So I'm enjoying the journey, but of course everybody wants to give their 2 cents, and they're saying that they don't look that Megan doesn't look happy or that she's faking it and that it's
Child,
not real.
I've been looking at some of the videos. Like
Hmm.
I even tried to do the when you go down on the floor, then you put your hand back and you do this, and then they said the
Oh,
women
you're
can
trying to
do
work
it.
out with
Oh, oh, you but no, there was a TikTok thing that you lay down on you
them?
get
Uh-huh.
on your knees and they said women can do it, but men can't do it. And basically you get on your knees and you put your hand like this, you put your hand like this, and then you put one back, and then and women can stay up, but men fall over.
Oh, okay.
And
I
so
don't know that.
I
You're gonna have
even
to show
got
me.
down, was doing it with them. My ass
With
fell
your
over.
back low, you're gonna have to show me how
My
to
ass
do it
fell
then.
over. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just women can do it. Maybe women that are in shape can do it.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have
I
to look
kind
at
of
that one.
tumbled a little bit.
I'm gonna have to look at that one. But
Yeah.
I wish them the best. She stood by his side going through court and all of that. And I just think, where we there's this campaign going around, of course, where we're asking for men to protect black women. But I think that women also have a responsibility to protect black men
Absolutely.
because they're being attacked in
And
major
they've always
ways.
been attacked.
Yeah.
And absolutely, I think that she is what she did for him because he probably needed that
Yes, he needed
motivation.
it. Yes.
He needed that positivity in
Yes.
her, and she was that person for
Hmm.
him. And
He needed that black love.
he need that black love.
I love it.
Y'all need that black
That black love.
love. When y'all go over there and get that other, and y'all be having issues,
you know.
you know.
I mean, for love who you love, you know what I'm saying? But some people just need a little black love. You know what they say, once you go black, you never go back. So, okay, so I wanted us to kind of, in our last episode, we were talking about your divorce and a lot of things that you went through. And I know
Yeah.
that we really wanted to touch on, like blended families when people now, of course, you going through your divorce, your kids are grown. It may have been different for you. But for me, when I went through my divorce, my kids were young. I had 2 kids in high school, one in high school, one in middle school, one in elementary, and one hadn't even started school yet. And the
Okay.
other one was grown.
Okay.
And I just wonder, like, where are the conversations or where are the spaces for
Blended
men,
family.
yeah, men and women to be able to talk about the challenges that you go through,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I know for me, when I left my ex-husband and I got with my current husband, you know, I was like, listen, I want to make sure that I have my girls with me, especially because at the time I had 2 girls,
Right.
2 boys, but my oldest boy, he was on his own. But I thought it was important that my 14-year-old son stay with his biological father because
Right.
I know that it's tough for a 14-year-old male to go into a situation where there's another man that's not his biological father and tell him what to do and how to be.
Right.
So I wanted him to stay with his dad, and I allowed that, but his dad didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. He couldn't really take care of him.
Mm.
And so I had to make a decision as his mother. I'm like, you're going to have to stay with me because I can't have you living from pillow to
Pillow post.
post, sleeping on
Yeah.
somebody's couch, not having a safe space, or living with another family when you have a mother that is capable of taking care of you.
Exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
neither one of them were happy about the situation because, I mean, obviously he wanted to stay where his dad would have access to him all the time because I was in a whole nother state.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, any judge would tear me apart if we stood before a judge and the judge found out that I was allowing my child to live with somebody else when I was capable of taking care of him.
Right.
And so I had to make the tough decision. But when we make those decisions as parents, our kids end up resenting us too and being angry because we didn't let them have what they wanted, what they felt was best.
They're children.
They are children, but they think they know every goddamn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then when you have, like, I had a very bitter divorce. My ex-husband still really wanted to be with me. He would have done anything that I asked him to be able to stay with me. I just was not in love with him anymore. I don't even think I ever was truly in love with him. I think I married him because he was a nice guy and I was tired of the bad guys.
Okay.
And I just wanted somebody that wasn't going to take me through all the drama of cheating and all the different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
he was a good guy. He
Yeah.
just wasn't my guy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
got into that situation and we started having children. And, as a woman, we never want to break up the families. And we are putting our happiness on the back burner for everybody else.
Yep.
And it's crazy that I found out later on that my ex husband said that he knew that he was not the man for me.
Wow.
He said he knew
Wow.
that
That's deep.
yeah, that one day I would wake up and realize that he was not it. So that was one of the reasons why he never wanted to go to counseling because he knew that I would discover that and that I would leave.
And he won as long as he lived.
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
That is crazy. And this man was violent. He never put his hands on me, but he did violent things to himself to like torment himself as a way to try to make me love him more.
Mm.
And that was more of a turn off than it was a turn
A
on,
tone. Yeah.
right? So when the family split, when I finally made the decision and stood on it, because I had been trying to divorce this man for a long time, he even at one point told me that the only way I was going to leave him was in a body bag.
Mm. Well, we're both gonna be dead. Okay, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. So in order for me to leave him, I had to be in a whole nother state, to tell him this over the phone. Like, let me break it to you slowly, so that when I get with you, maybe you would have calmed down. So I said to him when I sat down in a public place, in case something got crazy, that this was it. At this time, I had already moved on. I was carrying my youngest son, which is my current husband's child. There's no turning back here, dude. I'm out. And he was willing to take on the baby, raise it on himself. I'm like, no,
You can't even raise the child that you already have. So what?
exactly. I'm like, dude, I'm done. I said, but let's not tell the kids until they're out of school. Let's sit down and tell them together amicably so that they would understand that we love them, that it's not their fault, that, that nothing's going to change as far as how we love and take care of them.
Okay.
Would you believe this nigga left the restaurant, hightailed it back to the house, and went and
Told
told,
the kids
yes. And the house was
a mess.
trauma,
Yeah.
screaming, crying. Can you just stay together, kiss each other, love each other? Like, I was so angry that he did that to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like what decisions we made as adults, that was our decision. And we had a responsibility to protect our children's hearts and their feelings. They
Mhm.
don't understand divorce. They don't at that age, they didn't understand that people can grow apart or they can fall out of love or that, they're just not going to be together forever.
Right. Exactly.
But he didn't. He was selfish in doing what he did.
Mm-hmm. He
And
was
then, yeah.
selfish.
And he just kept. And so I was living in Texas at the time. They were still in Georgia because I moved here with Fred Hammond to further my music career. And the plan was to have them move once I got established. So I had to leave them in that state because I flew into Georgia to sit down and have this meeting. So me coming back here to Texas, they were left with him for him to do all of this.
Exactly. So that he poisoned them.
He
He
poisoned them.
brainwashed them to
Yes.
thinking that you were the bad person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this went on. Like, I mean, I got them, but just the conversation, just as they grew older, things like that. Like every time that he got with them, he resented me so much. There's still things I don't even know what he shared with them, but it put such a strain on our relationship that also made it hard for my husband. So when we talk about blended families, if we would have co-parented together, like my husband now was open to that, even though there's bad blood there and all that,
Mhm.
because he would have done it for the kids. But my ex-husband was not willing to do that. And with his current wife, then girlfriend or whatever, she wasn't what she almost got her ass beat. Like it was a lot of stuff that happened. And I'm still in the process of trying to repair the damage that was done to my kids because of the choices. I mean, we both made choices, but he made choices to hurt our children for his.
And they don't realize that when you're acting a fool, when you're out there doing things to get back at you or get back
Hmm.
at the other person, they
Yeah.
don't realize that it's affecting the
Hmm.
children,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you're being mean and you're
Yep.
acting crazy and talking and yelling and screaming and doing
Yeah.
all these things, these children are being affected. And a
Hmm.
lot of times they don't think about that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
He
because
was selfish,
yeah,
is
I've
what it
been in a
was.
blended situation.
Hmm.
My last marriage, he had 4 kids. I had my 2 girls. And so we tried to, and he had 4 kids by 4 different women, right? And he did not have a relationship with any of his children when we got together.
Okay.
And one of them he had never met before, and he was already, yeah.
Wow.
So
Was
the
that his fault or the because baby mamas be keeping the
well,
kids from their
he a
daddies
bit,
too.
he was he wasn't a truth teller.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was actually kind of on both sides. I think it was, because when I spoke to that mom, her story was totally different than his story, right? And the same way with all of the moms. It seems like his story was always a little bit different than what I was getting being told by the actual, mothers of these children, right? But I thought, of course, being a Capricorn, thinking that I'm a fixer,
Yeah.
right? And
Hmm.
I'm trying to get him involved in the children's
And
relationship.
that's what good women do. That's what good wives do. Because
Exactly.
you
I'm
got a
like,
whole lot of
hey,
them out there
and
that don't.
I'm open arms.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Like if they want to come live with us, they can come live with us,
Mhm.
whatever. And me doing that because of the type of person that he was, because he really wasn't a real man that knew that had a blueprint of what a husband was and what a father really was. Me bringing that into just only me trying to bridge the gap between is only really caused and trauma and drama with between him and I and the children,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
now you got the kids that wants to come in who've been wanting to have a relationship with their dad, but for whatever reason some of them had been brainwashed.
Hmm. Yeah.
One of the ex-wives still wanted to be with him. It was just
Yeah.
it was just drama after drama after drama. But you want to try to do the best thing for the children. And so I'm now in a situation where I'm trying to help him and his children, but also protect my kids. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Trying
Yes.
to protect my own
Yep.
kids
Yep.
within this situation,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And making sure that my kids are good
Mhm.
and letting them know that mommy is still here for them, even though mommy's trying to help them. But then it just became so much drama that it was almost to the point to where it's unbearable. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Because it
And it
got
puts a strain on the
everything,
relationship between the husband and the
everybody,
wife,
the children, the
Yeah.
husband and wife, the relationship with the parents, like everything. It just becomes when, and especially when you don't have mature people,
Yes.
when you don't have people that um knows how to um communicate and to compromise, right?
Yes.
When you have strong headed people that are going to lie and just do what they do,
Yeah.
right? When you have all of this going on and everybody has their own agenda and none of the agenda is for the betterment of the
Of the
child.
children. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be a vicious cycle that just repeats itself.
Yeah.
And that's why the families don't heal. Because when I see, other families and see how, and they may not have, relationships or marriages didn't last, but the families are so beautiful together. The new husband and wife and their family and the old one, they come together for holidays. It's all love and everything. Damn, I can't have that.
See, this is a crazy thing, and you have to be
Shit.
real careful because I have always been secure in,
Yeah.
right? So if you want the ex-wife, be with the ex-wife because it'll be okay, right? In the situation that we but so I didn't have a problem with the ex-wife coming like when my stepson had a surgery, right? I was taking care of him and making sure good, whatever. And his mom asked if, hey, can I come visit him? Because he's at our home, right? Because he was living with us. You can come and spend the day with your kid while he's had surgery and whatever.
Yeah.
Have a problem with that. Why would I be upset about that?
Right.
But you really the one that's got, the problem with it. You're the one that's uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable because I'm secure in who I am. Because if he had walked in the door and said, you know what, I think now I want to be with her, I would have been like, okay, get y'all shit and go ahead. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have hurt me and I wouldn't have been angry. I'm not saying that I'm stone
Yeah.
cold, but I'm not gonna fight for something that's not there. So I've never been insecure about the other person, and I'm the one that's always invited. Yes, come
Yeah.
on. We can be that family. You can come
Yeah.
by and say hi. We can break bread together. We can do that because I don't have as long as you're not disrespecting me, I ain't got nothing against you
Yeah.
because you're his past.
Yeah.
Because you can ask. He ain't had to have not one issue with none of my exes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not nothing because I controlled that situation and my exes knew when it was over, it's over. Right?
And I would really love, like to have some men on the show
Oh, I would love that.
to be able to talk about their experiences because they too don't really have a platform. I did see there's a new platform now with Kurt Franklin, Deval, I'm sorry, and a couple of other gentlemen, and I love
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. When they were
Love
at his
it.
house, yeah, they came.
Yes,
Yeah, some of the
because they
comedians.
need that.
Yeah,
Because I have
Country
read,
Wayne is
yep,
on. I love Country
I
Wayne.
have read some.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
what?
ahead. Go
Wait
ahead.
a
No, let's
minute.
move on.
Wait
Let's
a
move on because he young.
minute.
That would make me a cougar too,
Ooh,
right? Let's move on.
Latrice.
Wow. And it's not even that I think he's just a fine. I just love his
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 swagger.
energy
He
and
got
his
swag.
swag and yeah.
Okay,
But go
yes.
ahead.
But it's like I've been hearing so many stories lately, especially with this just, being around graduation time and all of that.
Yeah.
There have been men that have stepped into the role of father to children that were not biologically theirs. And they did everything for these kids as if they were their biological child.
Hmm.
But the child still yearns for the love of their biological parents so much so that they don't even understand how they hurt the step in parent when they isolate them or when they
Hmm.
don't, include them.
And yeah.
So I've heard some stories of weddings, graduations to where the stepdad didn't get an invite and the
Hmm.
stepdad might have paid for everything.
Absolutely.
And because it was limited invites, the stepdad got cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you even do that?
Yeah.
That is so crazy to
It
me.
it amazes me. You can say you're not the stepmom or you're not the stepdad, but when it comes to situations like that,
Yeah.
they choose other. They're gonna choose the. They're
Yes.
gonna choose the biological regard. They're
Yes.
gonna choose them, and then you're left standing with mud in your face. But
And
you're the
hurt.
one. But you're the one that has done the most
Yep.
and helped the most
Yep.
and reached out and coddled and
I'm gonna tell
whatever it
you,
was,
that
right?
damn absent parent gets all the passes, gets
All
all
the
the love.
damn
The
time.
parent that is
All the
present doing
time.
all the things, they're the ones that catch the most hell.
All the time.
And that is a conversation that needs to be held
Yes.
as well.
So yes, I would love to have men on, maybe one or two men on just to talk about someone who has been a blended family, right? Or has been that stepdad who has taken care of the stepchild, or they don't even call them because I didn't call
Yeah.
my kids, you know,
Yeah,
my
my husband
my
doesn't either.
I don't didn't call them my stepkids. They were my children,
Yeah.
right? And even though what has transpired between me and their father and they don't talk to me like they don't I didn't get a happy
So
Mother's
since
Day.
they don't talk to you now,
even the
see,
even the girl
that was
even the
living
girl
with
the
you.
one who I fought for the most,
Oh,
I didn't get a happy Mother's
oh
Day
my God.
for Mother's Day. But this is the thing, the person that I am, I saw my stepson for the first time in almost a year, over a year, and I saw him at my goddaughter's son's birthday party. And he walked up to me and tapped me on the shoulder. And I hadn't seen him in so long, I almost didn't know who he was.
Wow.
And he sat down with me and we had a conversation. And I told him, I said, look, let me tell you, I said, I know you and I haven't had a conversation yet, but I want you to know that you're still my son. And you're going to always be my son, regardless if I meet and marry somebody else and they have children and they become my new stepchildren. You're going to always be my son. I'm going to always love you the same. And I'm going to always be here for you regardless.
Yeah. And
Even
that's
though
good.
he turned his back on me
Yeah.
just like everybody else did,
See?
and threw me to the wolves, I still love you the same. It's amazing how we put so much energy as step parents into children, and it's easy for them.
So walk away. Just turn it back. And see, and I think that the
Even when
parent,
your own mom and daddy don't be there doing
right.
you. Yeah.
And those parents have a responsibility as well because they should be saying to the children, because I do know that sometimes kids, they feel like they got to pick a side,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
that parent should be saying to the child, have you talked to your step-in mom? Have you talked to your step-in dad? You know, they have always been there for you. Don't feel like you can't talk to them just because X, Y, and Z happened.
Exactly.
That needs to happen. So something, I'm going to end with this one, and then I know we got to go into our crazy, jealous, and justified
Girl, because
segment.
yeah, and I got something too.
Okay. So I saw something that was so beautiful. So I'm going to end this on a beautiful note. I think it was a TikTok video or Facebook video, something like that, where the father was at his step-in child's graduation. And when they were announcing the child's name to walk across the stage, he was surprised when they called her name and it was his last.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah,
got emotional thinking about
he
that.
started crying. He
Yes.
just broke down. I saw that. He just
Uh,
broke down and started crying, and that
yes.
made me feel so good because that told me that that child, that no matter what,
Unequivocally.
that's
Love
my
you,
dad, and
appreciate.
I
Yep.
love you
Yeah.
unconditional, and you've been there for me, and I recognize it and I appreciate
And that's how it should be.
it.
God,
Yeah.
it's a lot of healing. We all need therapy. Damn it.
We need to bring a counselor on here. We need to bring some psychotherapy.
Yes. Facts. So what you got for this segment of
Girl,
crazy,
all
jealous,
right,
and
all right, all right.
justified?
So it is called the locked luggage lover.
Locked luggage lover.
Locked
Okay.
luggage lover.
Okay.
So Brittany and Marcus have been dating for 2 years. They planned their first international trip together to Paris. Brittany was beyond excited, but days before the trip, Marcus asked her to leave her suitcase unlocked, saying customs might check their bags and it would save time,
Okay.
which
I'm trying to.
that
Okay.
don't make sense.
Yeah. Gotcha.
When they arrived at the airport, Brittany noticed Mark.
I got it because because sometimes they do want to check it, but if you have the combination lock on there, they can't get in it. And that might delay you if they want to check it. If they choose to check it and they need to pull you to the side and say open it up, that makes sense. I got it. Okay, go ahead.
So are we going through TSA or are we checking? Because if it's a check bag, they send it.
Right, but they also open it up. You know how you open your luggage and you see a little slip in there sometimes.
Girl,
That's US. Yeah, listen.
yeah, okay,
Trump is in office. There's a lot going on.
whatever. When they arrived at the airport, Brittany noticed Marcus was unusually tense.
Okay, women's
On the
intuition.
flight, he kept checking his phone and even went to the bathroom multiple times with it in his hand. Suspiciously, Brittany quietly set up her AirPods in his jacket pocket and synced them to her phone. They were in her name.
I was gonna say, how did she do that?
They
Okay,
were in her
gotcha.
name.
Okay.
Once they landed, she listened in real time to Marcus's whispered phone call in French. So he's obviously spoke a different language. With another woman, he said, "Don't worry, I'm just with my friend. I'll see you when I get back."
And they on the plane or they about to
They
board the
done
plane?
landed now. This
Oh
is when they done.
shoot.
Strange, Brittany confronted him right there at the baggage claim. So they done landed. They at the baggage claim. They still at the airport and then stormed off. But not before locking her suitcase, which he had planned to use for their romantic Airbnb, for his romantic Airbnb escape.
So he don't have no shit. She
She
done locked the
unlocked
shoe.
it.
He ain't
Now
got
he
no,
got
he ain't got
she
no
ain't got
luggage.
nothing.
Okay, okay.
So she booked her own hotel.
Okay.
So she was like,
Got her own money.
when
I make my own money,
my
so
own
don't tell
money,
me how to spend
don't tell me
it.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, they done had this confrontation at the
Okay.
airport.
Huh?
She done heard the conversation, knowing that he done talked to somebody else. So she gets her luggage, she books her own hotel, and she went solo, sightseeing for the whole entire week, posted every picture with a caption that says, "Love looks better when it's loyal."
Oh, some grown
So
woman
what do
shit.
you think? Crazy, jealous, or just
She definitely wasn't crazy because she could have done something completely different than what she did. She wasn't jealous because I did hear nothing about like she didn't whoop his ass. She ain't said nothing. She ain't done
he confronted him, said what she said what she heard, and said, "I'm done. I'm out."
exactly. And then she didn't like go, run away with her tail between her legs, crying and boohoo and all kind. And she just went and had a good time. So I'm going
Did
to
some
enjoy
grown
myself.
woman shit,
She
and
was
she went on and moved on
justified with a big J.
with a big
A
capital
big
J.
J. Listen, I love that type of maturity. I want to have that in my life because I probably would have whooped
Exactly,
his ass.
because the old us would have got down in the airport, and then we locked up in the airport jail.
See, yeah, I was gonna say it depends on what side my Sagittarius is sagging on that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any control over it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better, but God ain't through with me yet.
But God is working on me. God is working on me, and I appreciate all of the great things that God has done in my
Yes,
life. Right, I'm the person that I am now,
yes.
but He ain't done because He know that as soon as He turn His back, if He take that hand off of me, I'm
Mhm.
gonna slide, and it's gonna be crazy.
No, that's right.
I'm so glad through this divorce, He was walking with me like this, y'all.
Yes.
This is how He was with me the
Yeah.
whole entire time. Because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if He had let me go,
Yeah. I'm definitely
we
proud of
would have
you.
been doing this.
Kudos to
We
you.
would have been doing this podcast from Cell Block B.
I was gonna say but listen, I'm not even gonna lie because if that was me, I probably would have been doing a drive by. All the things I'd have been staking out, like I'd have been doing all kinds of
I
fuck
gave
shit.
no
He'd have
fucks.
had all kinds of lumps
I was so
upside his
ready for that
head.
Negro to be gone, baby. When I tell you I was so ready for him to be gone and for us to get done with everything, and I didn't care about what he. There was certain things that I wanted, and I got what I. And this is the thing, I didn't even want half of
It's
the stuff that I
just
got.
because
I
it's the
just did
principle,
because.
just GP.
And he agreed. So, girl, when the media came back and said this is what he agreed to, I said, fine, let's sign it. Because I didn't, when I tell you I didn't care,
We need a girls trip. Can we get somebody to sponsor a girls trip for us?
okay,
We
we
need a
need to
girls
go
trip.
to Paris. What? Paris?
Oh, carousel, carousel,
Carousel? Yeah, we
carousel.
need to go there.
We need a girls trip.
Yeah, we need a girls trip.
I'm
Somebody
saying
want to sponsor?
so. Yeah, sponsor us for
Yeah, and
girls.
if you cute, you can probably come with us.
Yeah,
Now, what? I'm sorry.
you come
If you cute,
with
you
her,
come with
with
me.
her,
With me. No, 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 no. You
because my
can't come
baby
with me
daddy
because
crazy.
I'm gonna call Oklahoma. I'm gonna have Oklahoma come on
There
roll
we
with me.
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like how
okay.
you clean that up. So listen, we really thank you guys for watching. We're having a great time. And if you want to sponsor an episode of the show, you can do so. Reach out to us.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
can email us at two divas one mic at gmail.com. And that's TWODIVASONEMIC.
MIC.
KEYMO. I can't help but do that every
And you do
time.
it every
I
time.
do. I can't help it.
Okay.
But you
But
can
yeah,
definitely sponsor the show so we can shout you out. We can share whatever it is, your business, your products, or what have you.
absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
listen, we got to wear different clothes every time we record. So if you got some a clothing
And you
line and
see the
you
type of
want,
chick, I'm that chick. I'm just trying to say. So if you have a boutique that got some really cute little stuff,
uh-huh,
hit a girl up because I would love to affiliate
I mean,
with me in the
hairstyles, wigs, and
yeah,
all of that.
all of
We can
that. You
promote
know
all
what
of
I'm
your stuff
saying?
on the show. Okay.
Everything. Just
Yes.
let us know.
Because I'm telling you, just watch out. We about to blow up. Blow. So you guys have a great weekend. We are going to have a special guest coming up on the show because my sister is coming to town. Did you remember?
Yes, yes.
You're going to love her.
Coming to town, we're gonna have a really good time. Cause she done
Absolutely.
already came for me, y'all. She came for me and I didn't do nothing.
No, that's the bestie.
That's right. That was the bestie that
That was
came
my
for me. Oh,
bestie,
that was the
Bree.
bestie that
Yes,
came.
no,
Bree,
no,
Bree,
Tarita
you
is
got to come to town so you
yes.
can be on the show too. Cause we need to talk. Cause you done came for me and I didn't even do nothing.
So you guys have a great rest of your week and your weekend,
Yes.
and send us in your stories about whether or not your
Yeah, because
crazy,
we
jealous, and justified stories.
justify stories. We want to
Send
tell
them
your
in.
story so we can talk about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll
All
catch you
right.
next time, guys.
All right.
Have a nice one. Bye.
Bye.